Welcome to Soft Talk. Today's presentation is titled Heading Southward and Northward. By the way, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I request you to subscribe to it, comment on our presentation, and press that like button if it touches your hearts and minds. Every support counts. Every like, every comment, every subscription counts. It helps this forum for citizen journalism going. Let's start today's presentation without further ado. Barely 1.5 months after its formation, in the immediate aftermath of a youth led protest against corruption, nepotism, and bad governance that left behind a massive trail of death and devastation, the caretaker government under a former Chief Justice Sushila Karki will be heading southward and westward, literally. Minister for Energy and Water Resources Kulman Ghising is visiting India from October 27 till October 30. He will be participating in the 8th meeting of the India-led International Solar Alliance, whereas Minister for Finance Rameswar Khanal will be visiting the United States to participate in the joint meeting of the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund. The visit will take place between October 13 and 18. A swift approval for the two visits on September 28, barely a fortnight after the formation of a caretaker government with the sole mandate of conducting elections within 6 months. What does it reflect? What this swift approval of these two foreign visits signify? It reflects a distinct priority of the government vis-a-vis diplomatic relations. Headquartered in India, the ISA, that is the International Solar Alliance, collaborates with multiple multilateral development banks, private and public sectors, civil society, and international institutions to implement cost-effective solar solutions, especially in least developed countries and small island developing states, member countries. That is what the Alliance's homepage states. Conceptualized on the sidelines of COP21, that is Conference of Parties 21 in Paris in 2015, the ISA is a collaborative initiative between India and France, and this alliance is aimed at uniting efforts to combat climate change by implementing solar energy solutions. That is what the ISA's website, the homepage, if you will, states. A 2020 amendment to its framework agreement means all UN member states can join the alliance that already has more than 100 countries as signatories, with over 90 countries having ratified to become full members. Its mission, what is its mission? Its mission is to unlock $1 trillion in solar investment by 2030 while reducing technology and financing costs. That is what the organization's website states. On September 29, 2024, that is last year, Nepal became the 101st full member of the ISA after handing over its instrument of ratification in New Delhi, bolstering once again a distinct tilt vis-a-vis energy cooperation in particular and global alliances in general. Aside from India, China, our northern neighbor, is making strides in solar technology. It not only dominates the manufacturing sector of photovoltaic products from cells through to panels, but is also the leading country in terms of photovoltaic installations, according to voronoiapp.com. In 2024 alone, China installed 329 gigawatts of capacity, accounting for 55% of global installed solar capacity, according to Solar Power Europe. The United States came second. It became the second biggest installer of solar power that year, accounting for 8% of the world's total, while India was in the third position at 5%. Despite China's strong lead, most of the other top 10 markets recorded strong year-on-year growth according to the website. The United States added 50 gigawatt, that is 54% increase year on year, while India saw an increase of 30.7 gigawatts, a whopping 145% increase. According to Carbon Brief, China installed more solar power domestically in gigawatt terms than it exported in 2024. Global installed solar capacity reached a record high of 597 gigawatt in 2024 after 148 GW, that is gigawatts, were added from the year before. The Asia Pacific region remained the regional leader, accounting for 70% of global capacity additions. There are some questions regarding this overture of ours, regarding our alliance with the International Solar Alliance. Will the membership of a particular solar alliance establish in our country a monopoly market vis-a-vis solar energy solutions? Will it prevent us from exporting solar energy, from exploring? Will this membership of the International Solar Alliance prevent us from exploring solar energy solutions that are more efficient and cost effective as well? Who knows this better than our light man, that is the current Minister for Energy and Water Resources, Kulman Ghising. One more thing. Will Minister Ghising engage in sideline meetings with his counterpart and other high-ranking officials during his Delhi sojourn? If such engagements take place, will he bother to raise strongly the issue of revision of water and energy resource cooperation arrangements that have literally sold Nepal and generations of Nepalese down the river through treasonous instruments like the Kosi Agreement of 1954, the Gandak Agreement of 1959, and the Mahakali Treaty of 1996, among other instruments. In the wake of a continuing northward push, in the wake of a continuing northward push witnessed in the Karnali, the Arun, the West Cheti, etc., from the south as part of a well thought out plan for monopolizing the use of Nepal's water resources after the construction of water harnessing and flood control infrastructure in our southern plains under the first phase, will Minister Ghising be able to resist this northward push that will have huge and long lasting implications, not only for water sovereignty, but national sovereignty of this country and her peoples as a whole. As Minister for as for Minister Finance Minister Rameswar Khanal, will he be able to make sure, will this minister, the former finance secretary and the current finance minister Rameswar Khanal, will he be able to make sure that Nepal, which is struggling to rise from the ashes of death and destruction like the proverbial phoenix, will he be able to make sure that Nepal does not, will he be able to make sure that he does not end up inviting heavier financial burdens on her frail shoulders during his engagement with the World Bank Group and the International Monetary Fund? That is, these are some of the questions I think worth pondering over. I request you once again to support this citizen journalism initiative by subscribing to our channel, commenting on our presentation, and pressing that like button if it touches your hearts and minds. For now, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.